Guys, let's talk about the 10 commandments of self. The 10 commandments of self. I wrote these commandments down back in February this year when I was running a cargo van business. And I was out in the middle of nowhere in Montana, Wyoming, Kansas, Texas, New Mexico, all of it. You name it, I ran through the state. And the reason why I wrote these commandments was because I knew when I touched back down home, I am not going to be running this cargo business any longer. And I need to make decisions and for my life that's beneficial to me. It's ditch digging work to run a cargo van. In fact, shout out to all of y'all that's running a cargo van business. I didn't take heed to the signals that the rates are low. Some states are slow. Okay. There's nowhere to go. And the gas are high. The gas is high. All of it. Like I didn't take those signals. So I said, man, you gotta live by a set of rules. You gotta start living by rules and systems and stop just going willy-nilly here and there. If you're running a cargo van business, shout out to you guys. But, I knew that the type of business, the type of things that I wanted to get into, I just gotta help way more people, okay? I'm trying to help 1 million people, man. Okay, but it taught me a lot being out on the road, because when you're alone with your thoughts, when you're alone with the beautiful landscape and you're the only one for miles and miles and miles, you get to thinking. And I listened to a lot of audiobooks, and I just had to shut it off and get with myself. See, you're your own mentor, right? You're your own coach. I don't know why, unless you're trying to take your business from 5 million to 200 million, I don't think you need a coach. Unless you're trying to take your business from, step 5 to step 10, you don't need a mentor. What you need is, because you have inside you, deep inside you, whether you like it or not, or you don't want to hear it. Maybe you procrastinate a lot. Maybe you don't think that you have organized thoughts, or you could think critically about things. You have it. We're all born with these gifts, these talents. We're genes, genius, genial, genuine. Genetics, that's all a part of genius, okay? So here we go. I want to give you these because maybe if you thought you didn't know, now you know, and I want to make sure that you know. So here are my 10 commandments for self, okay? This thing, I'm going to show you something right quick. Ready? How many commandments do you think is in this? Look at this. This is the parallel Bible, bro. This right here has the history of the world included in the joint. But there's commandments in here. How many commandments do you think is in the Bible? How many commandments? Because there's way more than 10 if you didn't know. Okay? Gotta go to the Old Testament, baby. I believe in Deuteronomy. Way more than 10. Probably upwards of 200 commandments. Right? And who stops to think, where are your commandments that you've given to yourself? Okay? All right, so here we go. Commandment 1 for self. Get lean, get clean, get mean. All right? Get clean, get lean, get mean. Stop being a nice guy. What does that mean? The world is hard. The world is full of harsh people that will always look out in their best interest. It is a known fact, right? They will look out for their best interest. This is Ayn Rand type of stuff right here. The world of business is equally, in fact, doubly hard. If you could start a business with capital you earn through a job, that's good. That's, in fact, sometimes you got some skin in the game. It's better than owing the bank, owing this. But you don't know yet about good debt, bad debt, and all of this stuff. But you got to use leverage and stop doing shit for free, because you're talented and you're smart and you're just being nice. I kind of know what type of people are out there maybe watching this right now. You're just a naturally talented person. Anything you put your mind to, you could do it, and you could do it well. People are envious of that because they're not as talented as you. So you elect to do things for free all the time. 2025, the beginning, February is when I said, I'm not going to do it anymore. Okay? Everything, my time is valuable. So that comes at a cost. So stop sharing your dreams and your goals with everyone. This is a lesson I learned back in 2019, 2020. Stop it. And you know what's good for this? The scrolling, the doom scrolling. Everybody wants to show up that they're doing something. They're doing something better than they did last week. They're doing another thing that's great for their company. They're doing Stop it. First of all, your ideas is energy. And when that energy goes out, it will equally be compacted and fight and be corrupted with other people's energy about you. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to win. So that's your little thoughts going out there like, yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so enthusiastic. I'm excited about this thing. And then here comes their evil ass higher thoughts that just smashes yours down. And you don't know why you feel bad. You don't know why you're in the same place as these people. You're telling your dreams, your goals, your plans to the wrong individuals. In fact, shut up. Shut up. All right. Stop calling people. How many times they calling you? That's the thing. That's one. Get lean, get clean, get mean. All right. So the next one is everything is a contract. This is number 2. Read all contracts with a bifocal spectacles. With bifocals on, and do it twice. Add clauses to your contracts that favor your interests. If they say no, go. A friend of mine got caught up in this, right? They said they wanted to utilize her training for their bigger, broader base audience. So she has the talent, right? They can't do what she does. So, hey, they're going to put her on a contract and sell her stuff. And they sent her a contract. And she noticed that she only gets 30% of what they're taking. She only gets 30%. They get 70%. They have the platform. Okay. They have the audience, okay, but she's bringing what makes all of that work, right? So she said no. She sent it back to them and said, no, let's think about this. Let's do it again. Let's move me up to 45, 50%, something along the lines. I don't know what it is. They disappeared. They ran because no one ever did that to them. And she's cool with that. It bothered her for quite some time. But at the end of the day, you see what people want to do. They want to diminish what you earn. They want to diminish how much you make. They want to diminish your talents. They want to squeeze out all of your talents to benefit them. And you gotta stand up because everything is a contract. All right. When dealing with other people, run a quick check on them. Would you let your mother meet them? Would you sit down and have dinner with them? Because if you're dealing with someone, they highly annoying, you're like, man, I like them because of what they do or what they can do, but I just can't build a relationship with them. They're fucking annoying. Or they talk too much. Or they lie too much. Or, just some stuff it doesn't click with you. You have a spirit inside you and it meshes with people or it doesn't mesh with people. And that's the bottom line. So you can't force these arrangements, force these relationships just because you want something out of them or, it benefits you in the long run, but you got to deal with this shit all the way through. No. Would you leave your kids around them? Does your spirit take them or their energy? This is what we just talked about. Does their skills mirror or contrast yours? I don't want to be around a lot of people that has the same skill set I have. I want to be around people that are smarter than me. That's number 1. But I got to be able to want to be with you. It's a symbiotic relationship. And it's symbiotic because I like you. That's basically it. All right, number 3. Stay in the present and the future only. This is a big one here. When I wrote this, I was probably thinking about the past, thinking about my failures, thinking about the shit that I should have done, could have done, would have done if I had another opportunity. Guess what? It's gone. Can't go back there. Can't live there. Okay. You can only create in the present and for the future. Only think positive things about now and the future. That's why I had to stop even listening to all of these gloom and doom channels, right? Yes, I want the news. Yes, I want to know what the world is up to. Yes, I want to see what's happening, but it's so gloomy and doomy that I have to say, yo, no, they making a killing on keeping you fearful. The recession, these guys been talking about the end of the world since 2020. And every day I wake up, the sun is still shining, rises in the east, sets in the west. What the hell is going on here? Okay? So I spent 4 years listening to you gloom, doom, shoom. And guess what's crazy? Guess what's crazy about this? I listened to that. We listened to it for 4 years, right? This is me personal. And then it's gloom and doom all the time. No solutions. No fucking solutions. I'm going to just pity party, gloom and doom it, fear, and still fear because it sells. And then the latest video that this person dropped was that they're buying a home. They're buying a fucking land and a house in Alabama with a ranch style, mad acres. Winning off of the gloom and doom of his subscribers and watchers. And it's like, bro, you've been dishing this shit for 4 years and you done came up off of this. Okay, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. All right. So only think positive things about the future. Let's move on to number 4. Make a plan, but take monstrous action. So the problem is sometimes we plan to death. We're perfectionists, right? If you're a Virgo like I am, you're a perfectionist. And I used to be caught in that cycle. Man, the plan's not there. The plan's not good. And this is coming off of another extreme where you have no plan and you're just gut instinctual, just jumping in head first with no cap. That's an extreme. But then the other extreme is that you have a plan, but you can't take action because the plan isn't officially done yet. You're adding it. You're adding to it. You're making it look pretty. You're making it look good. For who? For what? For what? Take action. So you got to take monstrous action. You have a goal, make a plan to attain it. Don't worry about time, your age, your current state, your financial situation, your credit, your weight, your setbacks, your relationships, your intellect, your grades, your ADD, your ADHD, your condition, your demands, your failures, your past. Those are not of concern. Take action, period. Number 5, take in knowledge and education. Take out the bullshit. Look at the books. Look at the books. Am I reading one a day? Hell no. Whoever said they are too is a damn lie. Stop listening to them. I don't even finish a book. Because here's the problem with me. All right. This guy. You remember this guy? Kevin Trudeau. He's back online. He's back online like he never left. Okay? He's talking about, he just had a video that says, that he got in the Brotherhood, the Illum, whatever you call that secret society, got him early. But anyway, like I'll read it. See, I got up to page 92 right here, right? But this is an old book. But what happens when you read a book, right? You take in some information, you take in some knowledge. But as soon as this author, if Kevin says he has a quote by some other author, and I really fuck with Kevin or whatever, if he has another quote by someone else or he learned something somewhere else, I'm going to that place. I close this book and I open up the other book, okay? I don't stay in one book. Like this one is a reference, right? Laws of Human Nature. I'll always go to this. All right, you know what? Let me figure out the law that governs this type of person. And then I'll go in here and then I'll read it. So you don't really finish books, okay? And you like what you like. But anyone that says they're reading one a day, hey, that's dumb. Okay. So cancel the meaningless entertainment subscriptions, the Hulus, the Netflix, the DraftKings, the Xbox 360s. Now, some of you guys are making money on some platforms. Stay there. Make your money. Okay. Make your money, honey. But, now you have Hulu, you have Disney Plus, you have Max, you have all of these things. And when you take a stock, first of all, the shit ends up being way more than what cable was and satellite was. But now all you're doing is just looking for entertainment, consuming entertainment. You're not really focused on building your thing and creating your thing. So the first thing is cancel all these meaningless entertainment, right? Only subscribe to learning channels, focused and aligned with your goals. Every so often, probably every 3 months or so, I will go into my YouTube history and clean it and unsubscribe from everybody, because I'm not in that position. I'm not in that same situation. I don't want to hear the same things. I'm moving up to a next level. So now all I have coming through my things are private equity, venture capitalists, big money, government moves, this and that, because it aligns with my business. Okay. You got the NFL coming back. This is a big time sucker, because people seem to know the stats about their favorite team, the favorite player. He came from this college, right? He had this, he went to this high school. They know all the stats about NFL players and all that, but they don't know the stats about their own check. They don't know how much taxes is coming out. They don't know their property tax. They don't know anything of the stats that really affect their life. Now, if you have a balance, that's great. That's the thing. But to be sitting up there every Sunday and then kicking the door on Monday because your team lost, we got a problem, okay? Focus on building skills, taking a course, okay? Reading and growing your learning database. You have to do these things. You have to do these things. And do it on the low, okay? You take your course. You know what I love? I love watching these MIT, Harvards, Yales on YouTube and then going over to their website, taking an online course, going to edX, dropping a course in there. I will pay for a course because I'm getting the same information like I'm sitting in Yale, in New Haven, all right, Connecticut. All right, let's go. Less social media all around. Again, people that are making money there, make your bread, okay? Make your bread there, okay? Number 6, get physical and mental exercise and spiritual exercise, okay? Eat better, less processed, more fruits and vegetables, okay? Fast for at least 10 to 12 hours per day if possible. You're sleeping 8 of that or 6 of that or 7 of that, so it should be easy. In the morning, create rituals, right? Don't just jump up out of bed and answer texts or scroll social media. You want to create rituals. No one gets your time, your valuable ritual time, before you do, right? So as soon as you wake up, you roll over, you turn to social media, guess what happens? They already got your time. You are less than, all right? Take time to relax in a day, to reflect, wind down. Give yourself, you got to treat yourself good, man. You are the most important thing here. And we're not treating ourselves with respect if you can't wind down and reflect on your day. Reflect on the conversations. Reflect on what you could have done better. Reflect, write it down, journal. You know what I mean? Come on, let's go. So I say here, I used to be big on, you have to go so extreme in different things, okay? If you're going to fast for 5 days. If you're going to do this. But I'm not like that anymore. All I want to do is have that balance and have a higher balance of good things that I'm doing, okay? Number 7, live below means, cut costs, get frugal, okay? Create a budget. Know where your money is going, spend less, save every penny if you can, end all speculations, the meme coins. This is what got a lot of people fucked up in 2021, 2020. The Robinhood, okay? Meme coins, FOMO investments, too good to be true investments. Again, the data is not there behind it. You're just going off of emotion. You're just following the crowd. If someone is talking about the best investment ever, trust me, they're not going to tell you what it is. Oh, the ones that are saying, this is the best investment, this is the way to look, this is how to, this is what I jumped into and made 400 grand. They're lying, okay? Because if it was so good, they ain't telling you that shit. All right. So look at silver, look at other things, but just get smart in there. Cooking and eat at home, cook meals at home, get nice with it. And stop caring about what everyone thinks, bro. Stop caring about what everyone thinks. Number 8, if you're single, stay single. We out here, we're talking about it's cuffing season, it's Netflix and chill season, it's getting cooler outside, so you want to bundle up and you want to have a hun bun or a dude next to you for the winter, But if you're in a relationship, you got to have a serious talk about the future here. You got to have a serious talk. Any relationship is a business. It's a business, okay? So let's have a serious talk about this business of love, okay? All right, so if you're single, stay single. New friendships and love interests take you away from your goal. It happened to me a bunch of times, I'm telling you. Your hours spent on the phone, cuddled up, dates, money getting spent, a waste of time, and then probably in 2 months you're like, damn, I don't like the way she or he eats. They eat with their mouth open. Oh my God, they snore. Oh my God, their feet stink. Like, you end up finding out some stuff, then you wasted all this time before. All right, number 9. Change your mindset. This is big, but you could do it. Again, you're a genius, okay? All right, so train your brain to focus on power moves, positive thoughts, and your own self-interest. You're not going to hear nobody talk about this. You're not going to hear nobody say, have your self-interest first at hand, period. Where are they saying this at? They're not, okay? They're telling you care about everybody else that don't care about you. You come first, baby. You are important. Remove doubt and move away from all interactions that give off negativity, bad vibes. You know what I'm talking about. You talk to somebody and you realize they don't really care about you. You tell them about some shit you're working on. They laugh at you. Oh, it's too big. Oh, you gonna do that now? Oh, you always jumping on something next. Oh, they always got something. It's almost like a battle just to talk to them. We always gotta be sparring when we talk. There's always gotta be a winner out of here. So, yeah, those are the people. Cut them off, man. So, speaking affirmation, speak with daily affirmation. When you're speaking, you're just speaking in that affirmation. I'm not talking about make a list, write it on your mirror and all that. I'm talking about when you speak in that tense that you're winning. You are winning. You are getting. You are obtaining. You are doing. That's that be, do, have, baby. Look it up. All right. Let's go. Number 10. Here it is. Study and practice the laws of nature. When people say, okay, because I used to study and practice all the other shit. Okay, we're studying and practice the laws of human nature, or of nature, period. Your law is the only law of nature, right? You are not tied down to earthly man-made laws, constitutions, treaties. You live righteously, correcting all wrongs and living through your world alone with your actions. You're not in politics, no need to be political, right? You're not in the business of criticism. Stop criticizing. And the reason why I say this is because, sometimes I go to a video. I love the video so much. They gave me so much knowledge or whatever. And I go down to the comments and think, maybe other people are seeing what I see. The first one is, why is the theme music like that? You should change your theme music. Oh, no, it's like, people go, they just have to say something. You see it on YouTube. They just have to say something. These are the people that like, what joy do you get out of that shit? I did a video on here about Puerto Rico. Bro, the dude had to delete his comment because I went under it. It's like, the whole time I'm doing this video about Puerto Rico, the taxes, the cost of living, the places to go, places to know, whatever. The only thing you could pick up out of it was that I was forcing gentrification in Puerto Rico and having people go buy up their land. Like, what are you talking about? They have to say something. These are people that I move away from. We delete it. We get up out of there. There's no need for it. And that's it. So not everything needs a position or an opinion. Not everything needs that. So just hold that in. You get the feeling like you have to be funny. You have to do. Just hold that in. Like, what are you doing? That's the energy in itself. And it's a waste of time. So that's the 10 laws that I wrote for myself out on the road. Wyoming, Montana, Utah, Nevada, California. And I have actually a video of the cargo van business. I'm not sure if you saw it, but it's in here somewhere. So maybe I'll put it up right there. But I wanted to give you that 10 commandments of self. Yes, those are my 10 commandments. But if anyone speaks true to you and rings true to you, use it. Use it. And I hope it helps you out. Peace.